All right, let's talk about something that hits close to home for pretty much everyone in Malaysia, labor law. You might think you know the deal, but things have changed, big time. There's been a massive shift, and guess what? It probably means the law now has your back, no matter what your paycheck looks like. So let's dive right in. So, let me ask you something straight up. Do you really know your rights at work? I mean, beyond just your salary and vacation days? Because, this stuff isn't just for the HR folks or the legal eagles. It's about you. It's about making sure you're getting a fair shake and that your workplace is, well, a decent place to be. And hey, this isn't just a one-way street. For employers, ignoring these rules, oh, it can get messy. Fast. We're talking serious legal headaches, and trust me, nobody wants that kind of drama. Okay, so to really get what's happening now, we gotta go back to the beginning. The foundation of it all is the Employment Act of 1955. For decades, this was the playbook for setting the basic rules of work in Malaysia. So at the core of any job, you've got what's called a contract of service. It's basically the official agreement between you and your boss. And here's a fun fact, it can actually be just a verbal agreement. But let's be real, getting it all down in writing is always, always the way to go. And on that note, even if you have a verbal handshake deal, the law is super clear on this. There are some key details that your employer has to give you in writing. No exceptions. And yeah, looking at this list, you can see why. We're talking about the essentials, right? Your job title, how much you get paid, your work hours, all your leave, and what happens if you decide to leave. Having this in black and white just saves everyone from a world of headaches later on. It's all about clarity. Okay, buckle up, because now we're getting to the main event, the real game changer. In 2022, there was this huge update to the Employment Act that basically flipped the script on everything. The new rules kicked in 2023, and this is the part you absolutely need to pay attention to. So check this out. This is probably the single biggest change. Back in the day, the act really only protected folks earning less than $2,000 a month or doing manual labor. But now, look at that. It covers all employees in the private sector. Doesn't matter what your salary is. That is a massive, massive deal for worker rights in Malaysia. And the changes don't stop there. This next one is all about that work-life balance we're all chasing. The maximum work week got a haircut, down from 48 hours to 45. It might not sound like a lot, but it's a huge step towards a healthier work culture. Definitely a big win. All right, let's talk family. For the longest time, maternity leave was set at 60 days. But check out the new number, 98 days. That is a huge increase. We're talking more than a month of extra paid time for new moms to recover and be with their babies. That's a really important step forward. And what about the dads? Well, before this, believe it or not, there was zero legally required paid paternity leave. None. And now, 7 days. For the first time, fathers get a guaranteed week of paid leave. It's a historic move that finally recognizes just how important dads are, right from the start. Okay, here's a super important detail you need to catch. So yes, the act covers everyone now, but, and this is a big but, your salary still plays a role when it comes to things like overtime pay. If you earn under 4,000 ringgit, you're automatically entitled to these benefits under the act. If you earn more than that, those things are going to be determined by what's in your personal contract instead. So, the Employment Act is definitely the star of the show, but it's not a solo act. There are a few other important laws that work together to create a safety net for all of us. Let's do a quick run-through. First up, the minimum wage. Pretty straightforward, right? There's a law that sets a baseline salary that no one can be paid below. It's all about making sure people have a living wage. You can see it was set at $1,500 a month back in 2022, and it's scheduled to go up to help everyone deal with, rising costs. And this is so important. What happens if there's an accident on the job? Well, there's something called the Workmen's Compensation Act. This is a crucial piece of protection, especially for foreign workers. Basically, if they get hurt or sick because of their work, this ensures they get compensation. And of course, we gotta talk about planning for the future. You've probably heard of the EPF, the Employees Provident Fund. It's that mandatory savings plan for retirement. Every month, a piece of your salary goes in, and your employer chips in too, building up that fund for your golden years. And this one is non-negotiable: workplace safety. The law here is called the Occupational Safety and Health Act, or OSHA, and it makes one thing crystal clear. Keeping you safe at work isn't just a nice thing to do. It's the law. So what does that actually mean? It means your employer is legally on the hook to provide a safe place to work. That includes everything from making sure the equipment won't hurt you, to giving you proper training, and even making sure the path to your desk is safe. It's a whole package of responsibilities. Whew, okay, that was a lot of info, I know. So let's boil it all down. What does all this legal stuff actually mean for you and your job? So if you remember anything, remember this. 1, the law's got your back now, pretty much no matter what you do for a living. 2, work-life balance is getting a real boost with shorter hours and way better family leave. 3, you can now officially ask for flexible work. And 4, and this is huge, being safe at your job is a right, not a favor. So we've come full circle. The rules of the game have seriously changed, and they've tilted in favor of protecting you, the employee. Which leaves us with one last, really important question to think about. Now that you know your rights, is your workplace playing by the new rules?